Here we are, episode 5 at the 5th hour of the day, 5 p.m. Welcome to Thursday Thoughts. And today we start on a sad note. I would like to formally apologize to all bird owners for the past week since episode 4. I have been berated by bird lovers alike who have all come out to tell me what great pets birds are. So formally, I would like to take this time and start out and apologize to those who were offended by my comments on birds. I have been berated by my 9-year-old cousin and my grandmother because my 9-year-old cousin owns a parakeet, I think, and its name is Poppy. And she would like me to know that that bird is her close friend and it is a very good pet of hers. So I'd like to formally apologize to all of those who I offended by my bird statements. Parrot. Sorry, I said parakeet. It's a parrot. It happens, people. You know, birds. You know, it happens sometimes. We find out birds are real pets or something like that. I don't know. You know, but my Thursday thought is I thought birds weren't good pets, but it turns out I've been proven wrong. Birds can be great friends. So here we are. Showing me wrong, people. Showing me on these Thursdays how I'm wrong. But you know what? We keep it going. So let's start out this 5th episode on the 5th week of this show. What's happening in the world? Start out, I would like to put a straight disclaimer. I do not affiliate with any political party. All my opinions here are completely unbiased because, as you've seen, if you've seen in previous episodes, I'm not very good with politics. Therefore, I can't clearly take a stance on this show. Sure, maybe most of the time I might lean Republican, but, you know, on other topical issues, I really don't care enough to pick a side. So with that being said, last night, let's go into it. You've seen it, probably not, because I didn't. So I'm going straight off the dome from what I read online. The vice presidential candidate debate. Let's just get right into it. You have questions about it. I have answers about it. To start off, how do you think the debate went last night? From my viewpoint of watching it online after the fact and just kind of reading very biased articles, I'm going to say that I think it went exactly as I expected it to go. You know, not as childish as the presidential, but you're getting there. You know, if it's like a gauge, a childish to mature vice presidential candidates, I'd say it's kind of leaning that way. But you know what? For now, we'll say it's right in the middle. Anyways, I think it went all right. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. You know, it's the vice presidential debate. That all kind of depends on how the presidential debate goes anyways. So they kind of have to be suck-ups for their actual candidates, Trump and Biden. So that's really all it is. That's how I think it went. The next question is kind of already what I answered. Do you think it went better or worse in the president candidates debate? I think it went better. I mean, don't get me wrong. Not better in the sense that it was normal. Better in the sense that it wasn't a nightmare like the actual presidential debate. That was, gee whiz, that was a mess, wasn't it? How do you feel that not a single person on any debate stage, presidents and VPs alike, cannot give a straight answer to a question? Who cares? We all know for decades that presidents and vice presidents alike don't give straight answers. Why would you expect it any more than any other debate, especially now with how with how badly the world is, you expect them to start telling you the truth now? Oh, yeah, everything's terrible and everything keeps getting worse. Let's sprinkle in the truth of how terrible things really are. Good Lord, you're really expecting too much from them. I don't expect a lick of truth. But you know what? Let's keep everyone happy. Hey, the world's all right. Stay happy. Whatever. What do you think was the most relevant topic discussed? Once again, I did not fully pay attention to it because I really don't. The vice president, it's not really. Yeah, like who cares? I mean, I know people care, and I know that he is important, but like he's not doing much. Look at the past presidents. They've never really done anything. Maybe Dick Cheney, he's done some stuff. Other than him, I don't really think anyone else did anything. Not big, in fact. You know, Pence the past 4 years, Biden the past 8 years before that, and then Dick Cheney before that. So honestly, I don't think any of them really did that much. So from my viewpoint of being alive and all of my life, vice presidents really haven't done much. So I don't really pay attention to the vice presidential debates. The most relevant topic that was discussed from what I've seen on Twitter and Instagram was a fly landing on Mike Pence's head. That was the best performance all night. It was the most relevant topic discussed, was a fly landing right here and stealing someone's joke. That was what all the buzz was about. Oh, bad pun. Who cares? Whatever. All right. Next question about this. We'll wrap up this one quick because no one really wants to hear about this one because it's not very exciting. Wasn't as fun as the actual presidential debate. If you were to compare all 4 people who debated, who do you think performed the best? And then there's a long thing after. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I think all of them were funny. I really, because Trump really asserted his dominance over Biden. Biden tried to make all of his points, but just kept getting interrupted. But the same thing happened to Trump. Trump kept getting interrupted. I didn't watch the vice presidential debate, so I don't really know what happened there. From what I understood, Pence kind of did the same thing to Kamala Harris. He just kind of kept interrupting her. But then Kamala Harris was kind of unprofessional. She wasn't really referring to Joe Biden as former Vice President Joe Biden or Senator Joe Biden. She would just say Joe. Meanwhile, Pence would say President Trump and I, or the president. You'd be more formal. So out of all their 4 performances, I don't know. They're all subpar, if I do say so myself. But enough of that. Who cares about the debate? You know, we're all trying to live our lives. All right, enough modern news. All right, now that we've caught up with the news, let's get right into the actual questions that people probably kind of sort of don't want to hear about, but who cares? You're listening anyways. As of right now, do you think any of the NFC East teams should be allowed in the Super Bowl? As always, I think the Eagles should always be in the Super Bowl. Unbiased opinion, of course, I think that none of them should be allowed to because they're all playing so terrible right now. Eagles doing terrible. You know, they're 1-2-1. They could be 2-2, you know, if they really tried. But it's hard looking at them. The Dallas Cowboys, ooh, that's a tough situation. They really are having a rough time. They're having a rough go around. I'm going in order, by the way, from the best to the worst in the NFC East. Obviously the best being the Eagles because they're 1-2-1. Then we have the Cowboys at 1-3, Washington at 1-3, and then we have the Giants at 0-4. Terrible situation, considering the fact that single players such as Odell Beckham Jr. have more touchdowns than the entire Giants. organization. Oh, sorry. The entire Giants organization. So that's just that's terrible. That's a whole mess right there. So looking at perspective, no, they are all doing so bad right now that I don't think any of them should be. Biased opinion, however, go Birds. We're winning it this year. Unbiased, no way. Oh, next question. You know what? Let's check the chat. What is your favorite Halloween candy? Coming from the chat. Favorite Halloween candy? Ooh. You know, it's changed over the years, but as of right now, I'm going to say a Score bar. Oh, toffee covered in chocolate. That came from my dad. He hooked me on those. He hooked me on toffee. You know, I never really liked it. And then he gave me a Score bar one time. Oh, I've been hooked on toffee ever since. Ugh. But, you know, downside of that is cavity after cavity, which also does not go over so well with my parents and dental bills, but we'll look past that. All right. Do you have a memorable mic drop moment? Drop the mic. No. In my life, I don't think I've ever had a moment where I'm proud of how, or not proud of how it ended, but just kind of so memorable that I just silenced the room with such a huge point. Mic drop. Like, I've never really stopped and kind of, I was like, wow, you know, I ended that. That's it. I blew the room up. Bam. You know, roof blown off. No, I've never really had that moment in my life, as much as I wish I would, but I'm still waiting on it. I'm still waiting on my opportunity to just go. This one doesn't come off, so I can't really drop this mic. Plus, I'd have to pay for it. So let's not do that. So I'm still waiting on it. All right. Here's a little random one. Jack Sparrow versus Indiana Jones. Go. I'm assuming that means if they were in a fight, who would win? And that is an absolute tough situation, because Indiana Jones, being the hero he is, I feel like he'd fight a lot more fair than a pirate such as Jack Sparrow. So I'm going to say, while Indiana Jones has intelligence and wisdom on his side, I do think that Jack Sparrow fighting dirty might throw in some tricks. So probably Indiana Jones if we're keeping it real. But could tilt towards Jack Sparrow at times, but most of the time I'm gonna say it's probably Indiana Jones. Yeah. Indy almost had his heart ripped out. He fought some Nazis. That was fun. And then he and his father found the Holy Grail. So, you know, Indiana Jones got some things going on. Meanwhile, Jack Sparrow, what'd he do? He fought Davy Jones, went to Davy Jones' locker. You know, he's done some stuff too. So it's a close matchup. But in the end, Indiana Jones and his knowledge might beat it out, considering Indiana Jones hid in a fridge from a nuke. So that's a touchy subject. So we'll see. We'll see on that one. If anyone could ever put that together or give me more facts on that, I will gladly hear about that. I will gladly hear how that one will end. What is the most irritating food? Most irritating food. You know, any food with weird texture. That's why I don't eat. It's gonna make me sound unhealthy, and my girlfriend will yell at me. This is why I don't eat fruits that often. I don't like the mushy fruit in my mouth. Like, sure, it tastes good, but like the fact that I crunch into an apple and then it's all mushy, I don't like that. That's why I don't eat apples. You know, it's healthy, sure, but unless I have like caramel or peanut butter, I'm not gonna eat it. Bananas, sure, I'll eat. I love bananas. But an orange I don't eat because it's so mushy and just it's weird and I don't like it. So the most irritating food, any food with a texture that just is strange. You know, anything that you chew down on and you really don't understand what you're actually chewing on because it's weird and gross. Sure, it tastes good, but irritating, something that doesn't doesn't feel right. The texture. That's all I care about. It's the texture of it. Whatever. You know, I'm picky. I'm not picky. No. I know someone who's picky, and I don't know if she's listening right now. Her name's Abby. She is one of my friends here. She is the pickiest eater I've ever met, and I'm calling her out right now because she doesn't watch this anyways. And I've totally busted her chops about not watching this because everyone else watches it. And she's like, "Oh, I'll watch it," and then does it. So I'm calling her out and busting her chops about this. She is the pickiest eater I've ever seen. She eats nothing normal, and it's all picky. You know, she doesn't like normal cheeseburgers. I don't know. Everything's strange about it. So whatever. She is a picky eater. That's something. All right. Next question. What's a food from a movie or TV show you've always wanted to try? Yikes. You know, a cliche answer being Crabby Patty. That's one. That is something I've always wanted to try. Because, like, it's what every fish loves. Like, apparently it's it's like a godly sandwich. So obviously I'd want to try that. That's got to taste pretty good if every fish in the sea is willing to pay that much money for a sandwich. So, Krabby Patty. I feel like that would be delicious too. I feel like that'd be a really good cheeseburger. I mean, I'd have to be a fish, of course, because it'd be under the sea. But Krabby Patty, probably pretty good. Worth, like, how much is a Krabby Patty? How much does he actually charge people? I don't know. That's a curious find. Let's look up how much Krabby Patty. How much is a Krabby Patty? Cost $2.99 or 99 cents on Wednesday. Comes with fries and a shake. Most common price for the Krabby Patty is $1, but for employees it costs 25 cents. If the Krusty Krab is a fine restaurant, it costs $25. My God. So you're telling me that a cheap crustacean sells his cheeseburger for $1.99 or $2.99? I feel like there's a lot of things not adding up. I feel like the show at times makes you feel like you're spending $40 for one sandwich, but apparently it's $2.99 and 99 cents on Wednesdays. So I don't know. Let's figure that out. Someone figure that out and get back to me on that. I want to see how that one turns out because that's a little things are getting crossed around in there, but I don't know. Not my place. Not my place to judge who's cheap. I don't know. Yikes. Anyways. Next question. What are your thoughts on ghost tours at historic tourist destinations? Well, there's some that are like blech, and then there's some that are like, if you go here, you will probably have a heart attack from fear. I know that the state penitentiary somewhere, I can't remember if it's state penitentiary. Oh, Eastern State Penitentiary. Yes, Philadelphia. Eastern State Penitentiary. Apparently, that can get so traumatizing and scary that people have to run out of there. So, I don't know. Or is it the Eastern State Penitentiary? I don't know. It's a penitentiary. Can't remember exactly. There's some like that, and there's some like a haunted house where you go in and when you turn that corner and you go, you're expecting someone to jump out in front of you. That's what you're expecting from. I'm knocking everything over. I don't know if you just saw that. I got hooked up on cords. I'm gonna knock something over. You're expecting something. A clown is gonna be waiting for you around that corner with a chainsaw. That's what you're expecting every time you go into a haunted house. But Then there's the Eastern State Penitentiary, where you have to get certain glow sticks to say if you want the character or the people in costumes to actually grab you and take you away from your tour group. So you're completely alone in a place that you don't know, and you're having a panic attack. So all of these ghost tours, there's different ones. I mean, I've been to Salem up in Massachusetts, and that wasn't bad. You know, they're talking about the Salem witch trials and all that. Oh, all the witch things happen here. But in reality, it was just women who knew how to actually be smart getting burned alive at a stake. You know, just dumb people and smart women who knew how to do stuff, and the women getting killed for it. That's the baseline for what Salem was. So, what are my thoughts on ghost tours at historic tourist destinations? I think some can make your white pants turn brown, and some of them are gonna probably make you laugh with your friends as some guy dressed up as Frankenstein walks at you. You know, they're all different. All right, next question. What are you going for? What are you going as for Halloween? I can't read. I've noticed that I've been starting to do these shows, and this is the 5th episode that I read these so fast that I can't read them correctly. And I'll say some random question and realize I asked the wrong question. I looked back at the first episode and no one ever said anything about it. I was talking about a baseball game, and it was like the game that went 29-9. Baseball game, or highest scoring MLB game 2020. Yeah, so I had gone on here the first episode to talk about how badly the Braves beat the Miami Marlins. I went on here and I was like, oh my God, the Marlins should be ashamed of themselves. They got smacked by the Braves. And then eventually, at some point, I was just like, yeah, the Nationals should be really proud of themselves for doing that. And I was like, I look back at it and I'm like, no one corrects me on here. I say so much stupid stuff that no one ever comes out and corrects me. I'm just sitting here talking. You know, someone should come on here and say, hey, you know, it was the Braves that beat the Marlins, right? And I'd be like, you guys just let me sit here and say that? Like, if you're watching this, say something. You know, come to the Instagram and say something about this. Don't let me just go on here and talk nonsense. You know, like my grandmother and my cousin had the cojones to come out here and call me out on birds. And guess what? They did it. They called me out on birds, and here I am apologizing about birds. Chat's blowing up. Who's saying stuff? Laura Porto, you don't like when I correct you, honey. Oh, pumpkin. Yeah, it's about certain stuff, though. If I'm saying stupid stuff on here, then yeah, correct me. I'm talking like an idiot. If I'm talking like an idiot and I say something stupid, come out and correct me. Shoot me a DM on the Instagram and say, hey, you know, the presidential debate wasn't this, or this didn't actually happen, or you're just making stuff up. If I am, call me out on it. You know, I usually try and fact check myself, but sometimes that doesn't always go over well. You know, I'm getting bad sources here. But besides the point, let's look at the chat. John J. Murray III, have you been golfing lately? No, I've not had the opportunity. My clubs are not here when I come home. I would hope to by the time it's freezing cold. Bless you, AJ. I heard that. It has been free. It's going to be freezing cold by the time I get home. I want to golf. It's probably not going to happen. I know there's a lot of courses around here. I don't have the time either. Very busy. What else do we have? Who has the best roller coaster? New Jersey, Massachusetts, Virginia. You're a doofus. Yes, I am. Yeah, happens. It happens to the best of us. You know, we say some goofy stuff that we don't mean, or we say some goofy stuff that I might be talking too fast. You know, I say a lot of things and I talk Way faster than my brain is comprehending. Going back to the question, though, what has the best roller coaster? New Jersey, Massachusetts, or Virginia? I have been to Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. I've been Six Flags of America in Maryland. I have been to Busch Gardens in Virginia, and I have been in Six Flags, Massachusetts. I forget the exact name of that one. I've been to all of these Six Flags. I can tell you the best quality of all of them. Busch Gardens in Virginia has a ride called the Griffin, where it takes you up. It hangs you from almost a 90-degree drop. I think it inverts a little and then comes back. So that's a fun one. That was one of the first that I've went on. The first was it was at Busch Gardens, and it was in a snow. It was a mountain themed ride. I can't remember the exact name. It was like man, now I really want to look at. Yeah, you guys got me looking things up. You know, I'll get back to that. I'll look up Busch Garden rides, and I'll get back to that. Busch Gardens, Virginia, whatever. It really makes me really want to look that up. I haven't thought about that in years, and I really want to look that up. Apollo's Chariot, Loch Ness Monster, Pantheon, Griffin. Griffin I talked about. If you want to look it up, Busch Gardens, Virginia, Williamsburg, James County. God, Alpine Express. Is that what it is? No, because that's Grover. I'm just looking things up now. Is it Alpengeist? Yes, it is Alpengeist. I think that's how I'm pronouncing it. The name of Alpengeist is German for Ghost of the Alps or Alps Spirit. Yes, that is the one that was the first roller coaster I've ever been on. I know that because it was themed like a runaway ski lift. I don't know how old I was. My parents might know. They might be saying it in the chat. I'm not even looking. That is the first ride that I've ever been on. That was very fun. Moving on from Busch Gardens. So there they have Griffin. That is the best there. Going north. Six Flags, Maryland. Six Flags, Maryland. Their best ride there, probably Superman. They didn't have much there. I'm going to be honest. They did not have much going. They do have a lot, and it's great. Six Flags is great there. It's a lot of fun. They didn't have as much as Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey, which obviously has the world-renowned King Ka. King Ka is the tallest roller coaster in the world and is one of the most fun rides that I've ever been on. Now, is it slightly overrated? Not really. I mean, it's fun, but the only reason it could be overrated is it's less than 30-second ride. So maybe you're looking for more excitement, then that's not where you want to go for the most exciting ride at Six Flags Great Adventure. Now, Six Flags Great Adventure has plenty of great rides there. Superman, Green Lantern, kind of stick away from that one. If you want a headache the entire day or you want hurt knees, stick away from or go to Green Lantern. I mean, if you want a hurt head and bumpy knees, then go to Green Lantern. But if not, stick away from that. Bizarro is fun. Batman's fun. Nitro's fun. They're all fun. Six Flags Great Adventure so far is my favorite because then moving on to Massachusetts, Six Flags in Massachusetts, it's kind of just Six Flags Great Adventure without King Ka. Has all the same fun rides, just no King Ka. So they're all fun, you know? But obviously the best is Six Flags Great Adventure because they have the most stuff there. You know, I haven't been to Busch Gardens in a while because I've never really made the trip all the way down to Virginia. But one day I'm going to have to, and I'll go back to Busch Gardens, and hopefully I will enjoy all the same rides as I did when I was young. So there you have it for that question. Harry, I totally forgot about Orlando. I went to Universal in Orlando. I have not been to in years, and I can't wait to go back. I have been itching to go back there, to go to Disney, to go all these rides again. You know, because they have the Harry Potter ride, as my grandmother just said. The Harry Potter ride, they have hello, who's this on? Jurassic Park ride. That's what I'm looking for. I thought dinosaurs, and I was like, Jurassic Park ride. They have all of these great rides there, and I've been itching to go back there. Itching day after day to get a break from here and go to Universal. So that I really want to go back to too. In order of roller coasters, I would say Six Flags Great Adventure, Universal, Busch Gardens, Six Flags Maryland, Six Flags Massachusetts. Not that I'm saying Six Flags Massachusetts was bad. It's just as compared to these other ones, that is lower on the list. I feel like I'm out of breath. I feel like I just was so excited about that. I just rushed through and started screaming about it. Good Lord. I just got riled up about roller coasters. I feel like my adrenaline was, I feel like I was on a roller coaster. I was like sitting here. I'm like, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster yelling about this now. Or the Hulk. Yes, the Hulk in Universal. That is a head slammer. I have seen 3 people throw up on that. Get on the ride. We got there earlier one time. We get on the ride. We'd sit there, strap in, sit down, look over. Someone's throwing up their lager. They had a nice beer in the morning. Want to get on the Hulk? Yeah, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get over there and you're going to throw it all up right afterwards. So, yeah, the Hulk is great and one of the most fun rides in Universal, but you're going to spit up your lager afterwards if you try and do that. Or it's going to slam your head like Green Lantern. So, all these rides are fun. They're all great. Can't beat them. All right. Couple more questions. What are you going for as Halloween? That is a secret. That is a secret. I can't say it on here only because I'm going to prank a bunch of my people in my dorm and I can't say anything now or it will spoil the joke and they will tell everyone. I cannot say a word here. As much as I want to, I can't. I can't do it. I can't reveal my secrets now. Episode 6, come back and find out what it is because the prank is happening soon. I won't tell you how soon. But next episode, I will tell you and you will find out. And I will, maybe I'll bring it. You know what? Maybe I'll bring it and wear it here. That actually just popped in my head. I think I might do that. You'll find out what it is next episode. So tune in and you will find out. Give me your best pickup line. All right. This is going to be embarrassing for me because I know a lot of people are watching this. All right. As sad as it is, hold on. Fast Pass is the best at any park. Yes, if you're going to any theme park, use the Fast Pass. Even if it's a slow day or even if you're there in the middle of winter, get the Fast Pass. Actually, it's better to be safe than sorry. You know, you don't want to go there and hate yourself because you only went on one time of all these rides. And you after 3 hours, you've only been on 2 rides. You know, it's not fun. So get a Fast Pass. All right. Enough of the roller coasters. I've reached the max there. I've gotten myself too excited. I don't know who's there. Hi. How's it going? I don't know them. I don't know if you can see them. I'm saying hi. I don't know who they are. Anyways, back to the embarrassing stuff. I've been trying to avoid it. All right. Give me your best pickup line. So in my previous years before meeting Laura, and I've used it. I never used it on Laura. Thank God. I never used it on Laura. That's probably why she's still here today and still loves me because I never embarrassed myself that badly in front of her. The only pickup line I've ever used in all of my years of dating, the only pickup line I have ever had to use, or not had to, stupidly used is the way to put it, or doofus, as my father so lovingly put it. As it goes, this is the pickup line. If let's get in. Huh. Oh, hey. Hey, do you know how much a polar bear weighs? Enough to break the ice. Hi, I'm Nick. So, as unfortunate and as embarrassing as that may be, yes, I've actually said that to people before. Good Lord, I will never say that again to someone. Oh, Laura, wouldn't work out on me. Sorry, hon. I know. You're too classy for those kinds of amateur pickup lines. Oh man, there we go. I had to unlock my laptop. My laptop just closed on me. Facial ID recognition, whatever. Too technological for me. All right. Couple more questions. We'll keep them rolling. Do you think time travel is possible? If time travel was possible, no one would know. It could be. Absolutely could be. It could be fairly possible, sure, in the future. And they come back here. I feel like if it was possible, there would be no tragic events. That being said, it could be the butterfly effect. You change something here is going to change. You step on a butterfly, New York City explodes. That's why time travel is very hard and very hard to prove if it could be real. You could just be spitting things out saying, "Oh, time travel's real because time travel's real. Everyone's really smart," but it's a whole concept. There's a lot of things going into it. Hi, Abby. Abby said hi in the chat. There's a lot of things going into time travel. So could go here, could go here. You don't really exactly know. In my personal opinion, very possible. It's very possible. In the distant future, nowhere soon. In a distant future, sure. If it need be. But for now, no. If you could be any main character in any movie, TV show, who would you pick and why? Oh, ooh. When you stop and think about it, you have to pick something, because if you pick anything, a lot of tragic things happen in things you like. You only like. See, you say Star Wars, but what's Star Wars about? Star Wars, you'd have to pick a certain character in order to not be part of the tragedy. If you just pick you want to live in the Star Wars universe, oh, great. You're under the rule of a galactic empire. Good luck with that. You're now a slave, or you are now, a forced servant of a Sith Lord. I don't know. I'm just kind of saying things now. But you really have to think about it. I would say, I don't even know. I've said it before, and I said Star Wars. And if I'm going to do Star Wars, you have to be able to pick who you would be. You can't just pick. Oh, wait, no, I'm reading this wrong. If you could be any main character. Oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, never mind. I was like, if I could live anywhere, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting all sad about this. Oh, no. If I could be any main character, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He lives through all this stuff. Sure, he has a lot of tragedy, but Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yep. 100%. I don't know why I'm getting all dramatic about all this stuff. And hold on. Oh. There we go. Can you see me now without a bar in my face? There we go. Whatever. All right, what time is it? 5:43 with 38 minutes, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Never mind. Anything else that I missed in the chat? I don't think so. Wait. Calendar of the month at Dr. Delson. Lol. Oh, it's my parents making fun of me because of all my cavities. I didn't even read that one. Yeah, they say that I make their calendar there because I have such terrible teeth. Hey, come on. It's whatever. Pick Yoda. Yeah, that's actually a good option too. Besides being short, it's still a good option. I like being tall, but if there was a tall Yoda, sure. I don't know. Whatever. I think I've kept you all long enough. We are reaching the 40-minute mark, so you don't have to listen to me any longer. I'm on my way. Oh, all right. Episode 5 down. after 5 episodes, I'm learning that I say some stupid things on here without thinking, or I'm saying things too fast. Doesn't really matter. All right, go check out the Instagram at Thursday_thoughts_. Go follow me on Instagram at Stroby_Nick. Go check those out. Follow, like pictures, send requests and questions. I can't ask it enough. Please send me questions and requests. Tell me what you want to see. Ask what you want to hear. I will say it. I will tell you as long as it's appropriate for me to actually talk about on here. And as always, I will see you next Thursday. Thank you for your thoughts. Have a nice one.